Hi guys, this is Matt and welcome back to the channel. In this video you're going to learn how to nail your driver. Okay, so the video is aimed at beginners, but in truth I think all of us can look at this because we're going to be looking at some fundamentals and really understand how that can influence hitting your driver. So the first concept, the first principle you must understand is that we want to hit up on the driver. Okay, so as we're striking the ball, we want that club to be traveling on its way up as you're striking the ball. With an iron, you may or may not know, but we want to hit down on the ball. You might have seen that in my previous video. If you haven't already done so, check that out because that will help you with your iron play. But with the driver, it's all about, can we sweep up on the ball to get that desired flight? Okay, and a lot of it is around the club head design. It's around how little loft is on the club, and really your modern day drivers are all around trying to sweep up. So point number one is using the correct tee. Okay, it might sound really simple, but it's amazing how if we get the wrong one, it can influence things quite drastically. So you want the tee, or you want the ball roughly halfway above the crown of the driver. Okay, if it's too low, you're not going to get the strike. You're going to hit the bottom of the club face. It's going to come out really low. Equal, if it's too high, you're going to go underneath it. You might sky the ball. So choosing the correct tee height is key. So I've got the pink castle tee here today, which probably is the most popular one, but whether you use the castle tees, whether you use the wooden tees, choosing that correct tee height is key. Okay, so if I pop this into the ground, as I address the ball, I want half of that ball above the height of the crown of your driver. Okay, point number two is around the ball position. Okay, so typically, again, because we want to hit up on the ball, we want this club traveling from low to high throughout the swing. We want the ball position to reflect that. Okay, so irons, we know the ball's going to be in the middle of the stance. With the driver, we want that ball roughly opposite that left heel. So that is in a position that's going to allow you to sweep up. Okay, very simple way of doing this. Again, mainly aimed at beginners, but you know, we can all kind of go through this routine because it's amazing how much even the low handicap golfers, even professionals, can quite often lose the fundamentals. So start with your feet together opposite the ball. You're going to just do a tiny step with the left foot and turn your left foot out, and then you're going to have a big step with that trail foot. So that's going to get you in the position where you need to be. Again, you can use your club to check, you can use alignment sticks to check, but that's going to give you that correct ball position to help you sweep up and get that ascending blow. Just a reminder, guys, that if you would like a more tailored approach to your game, follow me on Skillest. I'll put the link in the description below and you will receive a free swing analysis. Okay, so point number three, before I show you a drill, is all around the body position and the shoulder alignment. Okay, this is, I would say, the biggest fault I see. Most beginners, most high handicappers tend to slice the ball, and they get into a position here where the ball position might be okay, they might have the correct tee height, but then their shoulders are open. So the shoulders are aiming left, and that's going to cause the most common fault we see, which is the over the top move, coming across it, and then depending on what that club face is doing, it's pulling straight left or it's slicing. So what you need to do, because the ball is forward in the stance, it can naturally open your shoulders. So you need to make a conscious effort to pull your trail shoulder back, feel like you're almost pointing a little bit right of your target, and get into a position here where the right shoulder's back. What it also does, it'll give you that natural bit of tilt, little bit of tilt behind the ball to help you sweep up. So getting that correct shoulder alignment gives you what we're looking for. It allows you to to sweep up on the ball. It also allows you to come a little bit more from the inside and have a more in to out path. Okay, again, think about what you can do to help yourself. So when you're in this position, use a club to get a feel for it, use your friend to perhaps look at it from behind, but you're really trying to get your shoulders parallel to your feet. But from my experience teaching a lot of golfers, feel like you're pointing ever so slightly to the right of the target. Okay, so now you've got the basics. You've got the correct tee height, you've got the correct ball position, you've got the correct shoulder alignment, shoulder position. Now you need a drill to make sure you're doing this, to make sure you are sweeping up on the ball, okay? And what you'll see on the floor here is that we've got another tee placed about 3 to 4 inches in front of the ball, almost probably a sort of the full width of the club head there. And what you're going to do on the range, you're going to practice hitting the golf ball, and you're going to practice hitting the ball but coming up, and that tee peg should still be there, okay? If you're hitting the ball and then you're hitting down into the tee peg, you're not getting it, okay? So you need to get into a position where you're going to hit the ball, sweep up, and you're really going to optimize your driving, okay? So let's give that a go. So we're going to pop it on our pink tee, which, as I said, that's about sort of halfway, the ball's halfway above the crown of the club. We're going to get that ball position in position where we're going to stand opposite, we're going to turn out with the left foot, and then we're going to have a big step with the right foot, and then finally you're going to put your right shoulder back, feeling like it's pointing ever so slightly to the right of the target. And then what you're going to do, you're going to try to sweep up and miss that tee peg in front of the ball. Let's give that a go. Okay, so what you'll see there, tee peg still intact, which is great. You might not be able to see the screen, but attack angle is plus 3.7, okay? So that means I'm coming up on the ball 3.7 degrees. So I'm getting that optimal launch, optimal spin. I'm getting some good distances, and we're going to find the fairway, most importantly. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. 3 very simple steps to help you on your way to improving your driver. Look forward to seeing you again very soon.